Hello and welcome to my tarot corner, and today I'm going to do two spreads which are talking to a deceased person. It's a request that I received, one about the Queen Mother and the other is Princess Margaret, which I will do in a separate one. And before I start that, I just want to talk about a little bit about manifesting and showing the universe our wishes. Now, if someone knows what is Theta healing is, it also deals with giving the universe some kind of a sign of what you want or what you need, and then the universe does give it back to you. And one of the most amusing examples is a person that I know that uses that to get a parking space. Whenever he goes anywhere and he knows that it will be challenging to find a parking space, he imagines someone coming out from a parking space and just for him to actually get in. And it works every time if you have a very good connection with the universe. Now, when many people are imagining some kind of an event, it's like the butterfly effect. You know, something happens somewhere, and it is a ripple effect. Although I dislike this how does it called? The way this okay, expression. So I dislike this expression because Megan likes to use it so much, but it is some kind of a ripple effect. And it is what one of you told me very wisely, a prophecy that makes itself come true. And when we, all of us, show the or imagine in our minds the death of someone, the universe does get that and does maybe even causes that. So this is the reason why I don't do that. I don't do readings about that. I don't do readings about health, because I would never want to tell someone who he has a disease that is impossible to cure, because then something inside himself, in that person, makes him give up the fight. And I have many examples. So anyway, we will start with the Queen Mother, and I am just, I've been looking for good spreads to talk with spirits, and I am just, mixing a few spreads together. So we will start with the Queen Mother and the way that she sees things. This is a very beautiful deck that is called, how is it called? Just one moment. Gilded Tarot Royale, and I'm using it because it is very majestic and very royal. We are talking about the Queen Mother. So let's see if the Queen Mother wants to say anything or to give us any kind of information, or what does she think about what happens. Is she waiting for her daughter to come? I can tell you that my grandmother, when she was very getting to the end of her life, she would tell me that she would see all of her dead standing around her bed and just, waiting for her to come. And she would see that every night until she actually passed on. So first I'm cleaning the deck, and next I want to speak to the Queen Mother, see how she feels. How does she feel about things that are happening in the earth plane? How does the Queen Mother see things that are happening in the earth plane? So let's see what we get. So the first card is the significator card, and it actually represents her. So let's see what we get. And the card that I get is strength. So the Queen Mother was a very, very strong person, and we know that because she wasn't supposed to be a queen. And when Edward the Eighth gave up the throne and actually made her husband the king, something that he wasn't prepared to do. She was very, very strong. She took him, you know, she helped him in many, many things, and they went through all of the World War II together. Very, very strained period of time. They didn't leave London, they didn't leave the country like many other royals did. They wanted to stay, and she would go to places where there were bombings, and she would show people how much she is supporting them. So she was a very strong person. And the strength card speaks about finding your strength within you, and I think that she did that. She helped the king with his stammer. She was a very strong person that was able to control her own faith, and she had a lot of courage, a lot of self-confidence, and also she could help others to control their own, or to help others find their own strength, and especially her husband. So this is the significator card. This is a spiritual card, and I'm not at all surprised that this is the card I got for the Queen Mother. Now the second card is a message from her, and we get the Six of Pentacles. Now the Six of Pentacles speaks about giving and receiving. It speaks about getting what you are giving. This is what you receive. And what her message wants to say is that the royal family needs to be in the right place in the right time. They need to think about second chances, about giving second chances, and also to understand that as much as they give, this is as much as they receive. So this is her main message to the royal family, and this is the main message that I think that is coming from her for her daughter, for the queen, and for the rest of the royal family. And she wants them to take very good consideration about giving and receiving, and how the universe sees how much you give and gives you back as much as you give yourself. So this is her main message, and I think that she herself gave a very good example of someone who gives as much as she can. So this is her main message. Now, what is she thinking right now? What about everything that is going on? And we get Temperance. Now, it is another spiritual card. And Temperance is a card that speaks about belief. This speaks about faith. And it is another, it is a spiritual card, but it asks people to be more believing, more faithful. And what she says, and this is what she thinks about everything that is happening with the Harkles, with the royal family, is that all they need is to believe that things will happen. This card has an affinity to miracles, to things that to the ability to turn lead into gold. So she wants the royal family to believe that things will be okay, that things will be as they should, and as the royal family needs them to become. So this is her something that she really thinks that they need to hear. Now the next card is how does she feel specifically with the Harkles, and we get the Eight of Wands. So the Eight of Wands is a card of velocity and speed, and also a card of information, especially media and media, internet, things like that. And what she thinks is that things happen there too fast, and especially the marriage, she thinks that it all went too fast, and we all know that she's not the only one who thinks that. She does look at what happened there as this blind love. This is a card that has affinity to blind love. This is a card of someone who is going out, leaving his parents' home, or living his own his own family for the sake of his partner, and she sees that. And this is so she sees that as a relationship that happened too fast. She sees that as a blind love, and she sees that as something that was written, something that was so obvious that it was going to happen, because this card is very, very connected with a person that leaves his family for his partner. And the fifth card is, and this is something that I want to ask her, is what does she think about the Queen? Does she expect the Queen to come over? And we get Judgment. Okay, now Judgment is a card that speaks about processes, and processes that usually take time. So she is not expecting the Queen very soon. But if you remember how the Judgment, the card looks in the Rider-Waite, the traditional Rider-Waite, usually we see the dead that are coming up, and we also see them here, but very, very small here. The angel is very prominent, and what the Judgment says is that she does expect the Queen to join her, well, which is very, very natural, but she also thinks that this is something that will take time, because the Judgment card speaks about processes that are taking their time, that are slow, just like the butterfly that is coming out of the cocoon. This is something that needs to be worked on. The Queen is not really ready yet to join her mother in this spirit world. So this is the tarot reading, and my next deck will be an angel deck, of course. So the angel deck is a deck that can give us some kind of message, angelic message. So let's see what kind of angelic message will the Queen Mother want to give her family and the people in the world. So let's see what we can get. Angelic message from the Queen Mother. Angelic message from the Queen Mother. Angelic message from the Queen Mother. And the card that I get is health. So health is something that has been a very talked about subject in the past few weeks, especially the Queen's health, and this is something that she wants her daughter to take really good care of herself. Her work upon the earth plane isn't over yet, and she needs to take care of her health, and this is the message that she wants to give her daughter. So this is it for the Queen Mother, and let's see, in my next reading I'll do the Princess Margaret. So I hope you liked it, and if you did, like, subscribe, write me a comment or an email. You can always ask me for more subject. The best way to ask me is on email and not on a comment, because I don't always remember. So if you send me an email, then I will definitely see that. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye.